Product that changed my life because I'm a due diligence guy. I bought and sold businesses all my life. I was very conventional medicine minded until I saw what happened with me. My health in my family, significant heart disease on my father's side, defined that. My grandfather died at 40 years old of a coronary. My dad had quintuple bypass surgery at 58 and died at 60. And his younger brother, my uncle, had quadruple bypass at 60, died at 64. Do you think I have just a little bit of heart disease in my family? Well, I hit 40, and in fact, the doc, my dad died when I was 28. So when I hit 40, I'd gone through every other year, getting my full physical and all that, and the doc used to joke that I must be adopted because all my numbers were so great. Well, something happened when I hit 40. I walked in for my physical thinking everything was going to be fine. The nurse started doing the typical blood pressure thing, and she looked at me and she did it again, and she changed cuffs and she tried again. So, wait right here. She went and get the doc. The doc comes in. This is an old family friend, and he does it and he says, what are you doing for the next couple days? My blood pressure was 217 over 115. I was a walking stroke. I didn't know it. And I was in a lot better shape than I am now. This has come from 5 years of travel and eating in restaurants too late at night. And that's been my life, but I'll tell you, I wouldn't trade it because my wife and I have been able to help a lot of people. Let me just ask a question, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're doing and why. How many folks here would say we have a healthcare crisis in America? Okay, pretty simple to understand, right? Stats are like this, and this is my due diligence background. We have 309 million people in this country, and 1/3 of us today have heart disease, diabetes, and or cancer. That's 1/3 of our country has one of the big three. They're now saying that our kids won't outlive us. They'll have a younger mortality rate than their parents, and that if you're a man in this room, that you're going to be projected, 1 in 2, half of us are projected to have cancer sometime in our lifetime, and women about the same number. And last year in America nearly 1 million women and over 1 million men died. And on their death certificate were 2 words: natural causes. That was the cause of the death, natural cause. There's nothing natural in my book, from everything I've studied, about someone dying that young. And all of these things, to me, caused passion. Here's what basically first started happening. I used this product. I was supporting a friend. This was way back when, 5 years ago, thinking I was drinking some kind of snake oil jungle juice. And I told him, look, I'll try it just to shut you up. If you never talk to me about this business you're trying to drag me into, I'll try it. And 8 days later, 20 years worth of pain in both of my knees were gone. I started sleeping through the night, which I hadn't done in a long time, and I got off all my meds. Today, my doc says I've got the blood work of a 25-year-old. I still use the product that I was promoting. But a little over a year ago, I saw what I guess happens to a lot of network marketing companies. Attrition, the copycat bug, everything else came on board, and a company that had done very well and I had rode a great wave hit the wall. And though it's still being promoted, still growing in certain areas of the world, I felt, and my wife and I agreed, that we did not believe any longer that the model could build here in the United States, at least under the current circumstances. And so we quit. Now, people that were making the kind of money we were making don't quit businesses like that, from what I understand. But that's maybe I don't know. That's the way I am. Is I can't look at you and say you can